All right, so last workout of the 6th week of the summer bulk. As always, we'll get started with the Bible verse of the day. So today's Bible verse comes from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 6. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. So like I've said, many times, in these videos, talking about these Bible verses, that there's one truth, and um, just understanding that, you know, to truly understand, right from wrong, you know, we got to know Jesus, we got to know God, and we have to understand that, you know, along with knowing right from wrong, true love comes from them, and experiencing, you know, God's love through, the opportunities that He gives us in life to not only just better ourselves, but to help other people better themselves. So, what I'm doing here is I'm not talking about these Bible verses, for myself. I'm not doing that at all. Do I like doing it? Absolutely. But, you know, for you guys that are watching the video, I want to, maybe motivate you or influence you to, you know, just hear and appreciate, God's word, and understand that, He loves us all very much, and, has put us here on the earth for a reason. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody's here, obviously, for slightly different purposes, and just understanding that, we're here to live for God, not for ourselves. Is such a big part of the faith. So, yeah, key point from that is just understanding that we have to put God and Jesus first. We have to understand that there's one truth and that they're the truth. So, I'll leave it at that. So, workout wise, Saturday, Calves and Arms. The gym seems absolutely packed, but I don't know if there's like a birthday party going on in the downstairs part or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that's what it is because it's never this packed on Saturdays. But if the gym's just like filled with people and we got to make adjustments, use different machines or whatnot, we'll do that. We always have, a backup plan or whatever. So, but not worried about anything. So I'll get in there, do my routine as always, and we'll make the right progress we need to make. So I'll see you guys in there. All right, so the movement for calves, as always, will be the calf raises. So the adjustment that I made this week was after doing some research, watching some videos, specifically from Jeff Nippard. I'm sure you guys have seen him all over social media. So when you see people doing calf raises, and how I was doing them before was I would bring my calves pretty much like all the way up whenever I'm contracting. So like more than halfway. So I'm making the adjustment to really just bring them up from the fully stretched position to just, pretty much my foot being flat or maybe just a little bit above that. So not going the entire way, and really focusing a lot more. Not that I wasn't before, but did a much better job of pausing at the fully stretched position, as you guys can see, and then just really focusing on the slow eccentric part of the movement. So after I was done with this set, the burn and just the pump I had in my calves was just absolutely unbelievable. Just never have had a pump in my calves like that. So yeah, felt really, really good. So, and also starting the workout with this, you know, um, the set just went really, really well. So definitely suggest making this adjustment. First movement for arms, for triceps, will be the push downs with the V bar. And yeah, I've been doing this the past few weeks, as you guys know, instead of the usual straight bar. And yeah, just really, really good tension and stimulation in the triceps here. All three heads are getting worked, so very, very good movement with this training style. And yeah, just felt like I was controlling it better, especially at the top of the movement. Pausing there for a couple seconds, and yeah, we got more reps this week, which we needed to, and that was the progression that we needed to. Not going up in weight at all, but definitely getting a few more reps was what we needed to do. so the second and last movement for triceps, as always, at least for the near future, I don't really see myself switching off of this, will be these skull crushers. And yeah, same weight as last week, as we started doing these last week for our second tricep movement. And as you guys can see, I'm bringing the bar behind my head instead of just at my head. This is really just achieving a deeper stretch on specifically the long head of the tricep. And yeah, this feels absolutely fantastic. Like I said, don't really see myself taking this out of the routine. So if I were you guys, if you're making the adjustment to go to low volume and up in your intensity, at least training to failure and even going past failure as I train, I would definitely suggest, going behind your head with these and just really focusing on that deep stretch on the long head of the tricep, and even pausing for a couple seconds as well at the fully stretched position. So definitely suggest making this adjustment. This will only benefit you in the long run. So definitely suggest throwing this into your routine. Alright, so first movement for biceps, as always, will be the hammer curls. And to be honest with you, this variation that I've been doing the past few weeks, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with it. It hasn't felt the best. I haven't felt like I've gotten the best stimulation possible, especially in the brachialis of the bicep here. So I may switch to a different variation next week. We'll figure it out when we get there. I'll think about it, but we'll see what happens. So not a horrible variation here, but I just feel like I could find a better one. So we'll see what happens next week. Alright, so as always, the incline alternating dumbbell curls. We're rocking with the 50 pounds here, 50-pound dumbbells again. And without a doubt, the form has improved week by week, and especially this week. This first set, though, not the best because I felt like I wasn't controlling the eccentric part. As long as I talked to you guys about, 3-4 seconds ideally. I think it was just a little bit too quick. So we made the adjustment after watching the first set, to make that eccentric part of the movement a bit slower, more controlled, and then obviously pausing at the fully stretched position as we bring the other one up. So yeah, this is really just the lock. You guys really gotta throw this in the routine. This is just such a good stretch on the biceps. Just a very underrated bicep exercise, I think. I don't think it's talked about enough still. So definitely suggest throwing this in your guys' routine. Alright, so next movement as always will be the barbell curls up against the straight bench. And yeah, the progression I made with this was, controlling the weight better on the eccentric part of the movement. And even more so, pausing a bit longer at the fully stretched position whenever I bring the barbell down there at the bottom. And this is the thing with progressive overload. It doesn't have to always be more reps, and it doesn't have to always be more weight. You can improve on your form, and, what I mean by that is controlling the negative better, controlling the eccentric part of the movement better, and pausing for longer. That's another key part of progressive overloading, is improving on the form. So it doesn't have to always be weight, doesn't have to always be reps. Alright, so last movement for arms today will be the reverse curls, targeting the forearms here. And again, same thing with the last movement. The form was a lot better, much more controlled. And yeah, it just felt a lot better in the forearms. There a lot more stimulation, and definitely a better pump. Not that the pump's everything, especially with this training style, but always good to get a very good one. So that'll do it for arms. We'll finish with some abs. Alright, so last movement as always will be the leg raises, and the adjustment I made this time around was to take the drop set out of it at the end. This is the last thing I'm doing. Already pretty fatigued by the end here, and just doing one set to failure with the 10-pound dumbbell. So that's what we're doing from now on. So that'll do it for today's lift. That completes the 6th week of the summer bulk. And in terms of weight, we're kind of stuck at 180 right now, so we got up the calories. Got up to there last week, but didn't really make any progress this week. I think I'm definitely putting on more muscle, no doubt about it, getting stronger as well, so that's good. But yeah, on the 7th week, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on Monday. God bless.